A writer at the time said that it's outer space, rock and roll, and color TV all wrapped up in red paint and chrome and on wide-wall, white-wall tires. Look at this thing. There's not been a bigger car made ever since, and in 1959, this thing made a huge splash. Back in 1957, Chrysler Corporation came out with wider, sleeker, lower cars, and actually, Chevrolet scrapped all of their plans for 1959 2 years ahead of time and started with a clean sheet of paper. Now, a lot of designers at General Motors were young guys. Harley Earl was off in Europe. They started with the door of a Buick and came out with this general design for all of their cars. Remember the Batwing Chevrolet, the Delta Wing Buick. But most iconic of all of them is this thing, the Eldorado Biarritz convertible. Now, these things are the most valuable of all of the Cadillacs from that era. And if you can get your hands on one of these, you know, you're going to probably be the king of your block. But where are you going to park it? So here on Dream Car Garage, when we approach a car like this, we normally get in and bomb around in it. And this is something I've been particularly looking forward to. Driving around in this car is just a little bit unnerving because you're really not sure where the corners of it are. You're always looking around, making sure that you're not going to run into something. But generally speaking, it runs quietly, it runs smoothly, and there's enough room in here for a small child's birthday party. Cadillac equipped this car with a V8 engine and a standard automatic transmission. The tires are larger than your average car from the time to create a smoother ride. And the car is decked out with not as much chrome as you thought there would be, isn't it? If you take a good close look at the car, there's only that accent piece that goes down the side. However, there's enough chrome in the bumpers to chrome 5 or 6 Fords or Chevrolets or ordinary Chevrolets at the time. Todd, the gentleman who owns this car, keeps his entire collection in tip-top shape, and this car is no different. It runs great, it looks great, it has been maintained properly, and unlike every car at Legendary Motor Car that belongs to my dear friend Peter, this one's full of gas. You know, it really is a sweet ride. This particular example belongs to a collector in the Tampa area. Now, it's got really great paint. The restoration on this car was very thorough. It's complete in every way. It's fully loaded with options, which makes it even more valuable. The engine compartment is nicely detailed, but there's nothing about this car that says that you can't go bombing around in it every Saturday afternoon if you want to. Florida would be the perfect place to own one of these. When you're looking for one of these things, the one to get is the Biarritz. It's the most valuable of all of them. And if you're planning to spend some money on one, you're going to be way inside one of those pretentious Land Rovers. Sure, you'll be pretentious, but pretentious in the good way.